today we are again here with Dharmesh Bhai, Dharmesh Mehta ji, who's gonna. Today is Friday, Dharmesh ji.
Friday.
So, first banta hai, we talk about Venus. It's our duty to talk about Venus.
Yeah.
Dharmesh ji, books are many on planet.
Yeah.
Tell me one thing that you feel, okay, in your experience of interacting with so many astrologers, that one thing they miss about Shukra, Venus.
Okay. See, what they miss, they see Shukra as a benefit planet, but I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
See, as we all know, Venus is a guru for devils. So how guru is good, right? Venus is right.
Okay.
So what happens that it will always give you inclination or tending and bending towards so many pleasure. So people after using, no, they will realize, oh, it is waste. So that is why I consider Venus. See, Venus has given the Karakatva 4th house and 7th house. In 4th house it is given Karakatva for all type of pleasure, which you can only enjoy. It's not a material pleasure, let me tell you. Mars is a material pleasure, which you can touch and feel is a Mars, but which you only feel is Venus. Example, suppose you have a cash, so you always have a scare. Cash comes under Venus, whereas your property, land, building, it comes under Mars. You'll never fear about the land and property, but you always care about your money, cash. So cash, ornaments, this all are things are for the pleasure.
Okay, can I interrupt, sir?
Yeah.
Ornaments we can touch.
You touch, but you only feel while wearing. That you cannot enjoy. And people scare while wearing. They are scared that somebody should not snatch. So Venus, as it has a pleasure, now there are 3 more things in the recent time. Venus has to be looked after, like a lifestyle. Now everybody asking how my lifestyle will be there. In a olden time, then people doesn't ask because they are living simple life. Now all the people are living in the some class or lifestyle. So Venus gives lifestyle. Venus gives you black money.
Really?
Black money is from Venus.
Oh.
I've seen people have black money whose Venus is in the Kendra, except 4th house. In 7th house,
Sir, please repeat. Please repeat.
whose Venus is in the Kendra, except 4th house. 4th house Karaka Bhavanashi. In Lagna Shukra, in 10th Venus or in 7th Venus, they have black money.
Yeah. So it means I'm not going to have black money. You are disappointing me.
I too.
Yeah? You are disappointing
And
me.
you will observe those who doesn't have Venus in 9th house, luck. Those who have Venus in the 11th house, or those who have Venus in 3rd house. No black money.
Yeah?
I don't have black money.
Yeah?
2,000, 5,000, more than. All things are under the accounts. No cash.
Yeah?
So black money basically lifestyle, black money and all pleasure. This pleasure you can't compare with the material, that is a Venus. So after using pleasure, no, people realize, oh, it is waste. So that is why Venus, whenever you are considering Venus, no, they say it's a Shubha planet. I only believe Jupiter is only the benefit planet. As earlier video I described about Jupiter. Now Venus, see both. One is guru of the
Demons.
God.
Oh, one is Guru of gods.
Gods. So he will direct the gods. Do this way, do this way. And one is opposite side. It's a Lord Guru of the demons. So how demons are acting? You see, by direction of Venus. So how it will be benefit? Demons never like. See nowadays also. See people says now that negativity has increased. No, since Ramayana and Mahabharata we are seeing demons are more. Even though in picture line also, picture line completely
movie
Venus.
industry, yeah,
movie industry completely Venus.
Right.
You'll find more villains in the picture than hero.
Oh God.
Because for one hero money, you can afford 5-6 villains. So all villains come under the Venus. All the hero has a Venus and Moon. Whereas all villain have Venus and Rahu, Venus in Sunny. So
Okay.
they you will find in the lot, you will find in this. So hero comes under Chandra, Moon, Venus.
So okay, Venus and Saturn is villain.
Yeah.
Venus and Rahu is villain.
Yeah.
Okay, can I extend this? I mean, the people who have these combinations, they have lot of this negative traits in their life.
And nowadays everything is exposed in the TVs. So people say how these things are. No, these things are there. Now things are coming out. Things are there. Venus and Saturn, Venus and Rahu are
So
there.
if I was to act in movies,
Yeah.
I should play a villain's role.
Acha,
That's
you
the
have
thing.
that combination.
Combination.
Okay. So, see, I have such all these planets are keyword. In C.S. Patel language, he always to give keywords. Bolte, why you remember so much slok? You only remember the keywords. Certain keys are master keys. Wherever in any house, all 12 house, if you apply, no, it has to open that house.
Really?
So that is a key. Like Jupiter, at the time of Jupiter, I go given the key. Jupiter is a growth. Like Venus is a pleasure. See the house. See Venus will occupy 2 house, lordship. 1 it will place. 2 place it as a karakatva, and 1 place it will aspect 7 direct. So 7th house, all different 7th house, you will only have a pleasure. So I opened the Venus Lordship house by giving the pleasure. See, as a Kal Purusa. At the time of Kal Purusa, the Venus has played in Kal Purusa. 2nd and 7 was placed by Venus. 2nd house and 7th house, Venus. So he is going to give the direction that these 2 house you only focus the pleasure. Don't consider the person. See what happens in 2nd house. We see the relation. See, he doesn't incline to say that see the person, your brother, see the. You only see how pleasure he is giving. Because this house has to be opened by pleasure.
So that's the key.
This is a key.
Second house key is pleasure,
Pleasure.
not the people.
From money, 2nd house is a wealth.
Huh.
Then you enjoy the money.
It doesn't matter whom it comes from. Yeah.
See, people have segregated the white money and black money. Money is money.
Yeah.
So what happens that and 7th house, when you are in the public life, just enjoy it. When for marital life, just enjoy what your partner is doing. Why you are going to see? You just enjoy, no. So wherever the Venus has placed, you just have to see this house has to be opened from pleasure angle. This angle. So the Lordship house, the Karaka already I given that 4th house and 7th house. And wherever it is pleasure, see aspect. Let me tell you about the aspect. People say that this planet is aspecting. Aspecting, that means it's passing some energy to that house that we believe. Aspect always increase the impact, not effect. It cannot be affected. If I see mouse will not come to me.
No, you
Aspect.
got to clarify this. Aspect always increase.
Increase the impact of that planet, not effect. Effect is only the sitting planet, honor, lordship and karaka. People miss sometimes. See what people are doing, let me tell you. They say this house is lordship by Guru, this house is karaka by some planet, both Guru, and everything they ready, and in the last day only fall entire result. But this house is aspected by Rahu. That what hell that the all planet are going to do? Some planet are sitting somewhere, and is just making impact. Impact. It is only creating that I am watching you. That's the only thing. So while doing that house, which is aspected by Venus, you have to consider somewhat pleasure should come because that impact is there in that product. So aspect. I have many times seen this house is aspected by Shani, so it is gone.
Okay, I will go tangential on that one line that you said.
Yeah.
Give us 2 examples. Say for example Venus in the 5th house. Now Venus 7th aspect will be on the 11th house.
11th, yeah, right.
So what is the
So
Impact.
11th house basically we consider for the friends.
Yeah.
So out of friends, you have to only search. Friends is like his nature is by nature is whatever. You have to just see whether he is giving you pleasure or not. Because Venus is aspecting means you have to search pleasure from him. Whatever his nature is there, let it be there. Because his nature is because of the lordship of 11, some sitting planet in 11 or Karaka of 11. Let's forget the person. See what I said you in the second house and seventh house of the angle of the Kal Purusha, that Venus has to be seen from the angle of pleasure only. What a pleasure after the day end, what you earn or what you get is a pleasure. So while as so Venus is aspecting the your sitting in fifth house, that means your sun will always enjoy pleasure from you. It is a sitting planet effect. That is fifth house. But what you the Venus is aspecting 11th house, so you have to see some impact of Venus from your friends. So you have to get some pleasure from your this. So that is why people said that who's affected Venus by 11th house have a more opposite sex friends. Yeah, because you will not search the things which you have. You will always seek the things which you don't have. You will always see the opposite side. I seen Venus. People say that it is only good in the 12th house, not in 11th house, because 11th house is called a balance house. It is called in Sanskrit. It is called 11th house. It's a neutral house. Yeah, it is called neutral house. All planet. That is why that Mandi was born. 11th house. All planet has. So Venus is only not giving result while placing in 11th house, because there what happened is pleasure will neutralize.
Oh.
Yeah, but it is giving very good result in 12th house. See, while saying this is I think it is a Nadi formula that Venus is exalted in Meena Rashi. There was no reason in the house of Jupiter how the Venus can be. But this is not a house of Pisces sign or not a Jupiter. He says while you are expanding your loss, you just enjoy it. And where Venus is not good, while you are suffering, from your suffering you should not get a pleasure. Today's what happened, if you find some person he is sick, he is taking pleasure out of the sick. About Bima, I am very sick, nobody is caring. See, he tried to take pleasure from it. Parasara says no. In the sixth is not a Virgo, six is a house. Actually, it is a house.
It's also the Maran Karak stan of Venus.
Yeah. So it is said that in the sixth house, no pleasure should become. While you are sick, how you will enjoy pleasure? While you are in debt, how you will be enjoy pleasure?
And 12th house is bed pleasures. So you
all
enjoy.
pleasure, all pleasure. See, 12th house I say it's a house which shows beyond your vision, which you cannot see, is all come from 12th house, which you can't see. See, the Kal Purusha has given the house backside, this half portion, and your feet, that soul side.
Soul side.
So that you can never see from direct. Either you have to place mirror, or either you have to turn your feet to see. That means the 12th house is said the beyond your vision. So pleasure is always beyond your vision. You can't expect. See, while you are listening someone, this restaurant is good, the food is good. So some type of pleasure will start calculating. Once you enter there and then you take the food. So that is all beyond your expectation. Either it will be higher, either it will be lower. So that is a 12th house. So in any house, whenever this house is operating by Venus, that means you have to enjoy some pleasure. If Venus is in the 8th house, people will live long life, because 8th house is a house of life. See, I never consider 8th house as a death house, because the people are living. People are living. 8th house is a house of life.
And which is the house of death?
I consider 3rd house.
3rd house.
Life to life, that is a death house. Because we all born from our desire, 1st house, Mangal. We all die from 3rd house, again Karaka Mangal. Our desire will start and our desire will end our life. So in this 8th house Venus, I find that people will live long life, and Venus is also called Sanjivani.
Correct.
It's a Sanjivani. So your life will always get some or the other Sanjivani.
What I have seen, just in few charts, my experience is very limited as I remember now, is these people who have Venus in the 8th house, even if they have a chronic disease, bad disease, they'll get some medicine somewhere
Yes.
which will suddenly,
Yeah, Sanjivani.
you know, like Sanjeevani. That is my.
Yes, Sanjivani. So that was the scene what Shukra, Venus was got cursed, no? At the time of the Dev and Dana, that fight,
Yeah.
that Venus is giving medicine to all the now. So Venus was cursed. So Venus, I believe it's not so good planet, because nowadays what happened that everybody's level of pleasure has increased. And what happens after certain level, no?
Nothing
When-
satisfies.
Nothing satisfies, and when it become turn into the habits, see, Venus' best friend is Saturn.
Yeah.
Venus' best friend is Saturn, because in the Lagna of Venus, Shani is a Yogkaraka, and in the Lagna of Shani,
Venus is a
Log.
Yogkaraka.
You will give the key of your house to the person who will take care of the same. So that is the story. So what happens after the pleasure? See, from the day also, after Friday it is Saturday. So after enjoying everything, no, you'll feel that now you start giving up everything. Shani is for giving up everything. So what happens? Venus, first it will start inclination towards it will attract you. Once you come into the trap of Venus, then Venus will pass your things, your file to Saturn. Now you take care. And Saturn is a habit. It's a continuous habit. So while taking care of Venus, no, you also have to see the Saturn. As in Venus, Saturn 6-8. Whenever you find in horoscope any Kulli, Venus, Saturn 6-8, that people first they will enjoy and go to extreme, then they become saint. Because after the Venus, the Saturn will rule. I don't know in Dasha why there is a gap of Mercury and this. I also seen the Dasha why is that Ketu and Shukra. That I think I spoke in my Dasha lecture. But Venus, that is only one thing has to be said, that don't see Venus from the positive angle.
So, one question, you said Venus Saturn,
Yeah.
6-8 relationship.
Mm.
Suppose Venus Saturn, you know, 212,
Mm.
or Venus in the first house and say Saturn in the 11th, that is 311.
Yeah.
Any 311. So
See-
212, how will it behave?
212, what happened? Those planet is in 12, no?
Huh.
Whoever,
Huh.
either Venus or Saturn, whoever will be in 12, no, he'll come later.
Means?
His turn will come later.
Okay.
Suppose Venus in Lagna
Huh.
and Saturn in 12 hours.
Huh.
So first Venus will give result, then Saturn will give. And if Saturn in Lagna means you have nothing, then you get a pleasure. See, whose sequence come first, no, he'll give the result. In 212, always you have to remember.
Okay.
Whose is ahead, no, is always ahead. Then the later turn will come. And 311, I always say this is a house. 311 is also called Upachaya. It is in the Sanskrit called Upachaya. Up means to stand, and Chaya means to do. That means you have to do. The Upachaya says that you have to do. So whenever Saturn Venus is 311, that means Venus always inclined the Saturn to do something, and Saturn always give incline to Venus to do something. Now whose Dasha will fall first, no, will give the result. But that is always give and take relation. 311 I always believe. In fact, I feel Lagna should be very good place in 3, 2nd, 3rd and 11. I never consider in Kendra and Trikon Lagna is the good. Because now he only sees the good things. He'll never improve. I think the Lagnas in the Kendra means they have their own world. They will never come out of that world. You'll find some person who have in front they have a shop and in back they are staying. Means if you talk something about world, something about nation, they never know because their pleasure is within their vicinity. In Trikona also they have in the good hope, but in 2, 3 and 11 people will not get anything. Suppose Lagnesh is in the second, third, and 11, he will not get anything. So he always trying. That is upachaya, to do own self. So Venus, whenever it is placed from its own house 2, 3 and 11, people will try to take a pleasure from things. See all the bad habits, if you name any bad habits, it will start searching from Venus. You have to search from Venus only or 12th house. Okay, why this? So how you will consider it is good? In all bad habits, the Venus is there. See why pictures are always released on Friday? To take a pleasure. To take a pleasure.
So how important is Venus for marital life? Now we have this workshop on 12th.
Yeah.
This thing. Of course, I don't want you to give all the secrets out here, but one or two points, something crucial about Venus and marital life.
See, Venus and marital life, I believe that after certain, this is a initial stage. Venus has a Bhagyavars, Lakha year is a 25. So after 25, no, it will start, you have to come to the another partner because your power has reduced now. Now you have to join with someone else to proceed further life. So Venus with the marital life, those who have Venus in the 7th house, very badly placed. See, for we consider for male it is a karaka, but female also it's for pleasure also, for pleasure. So whenever 7th Venus is placed, it will spoil your marriage life. It will spoil. Once it is a rule of a karaka bhavana, and another you will find the level of pleasure will always increase. How it will be with the same partner? So there is a very chance of dissatisfaction, or you can say either partner may turn, or there is a loyalty biggest issue. That same thing happens like the Venus is placed in 2nd house or 6th house, 12th house.
Yeah.
Because from 7th house it is placed 6 and 8. No? So I found in the Venus in the 2nd house, their first partner either die, either less. And while I was talking in one of my classes, no, 1, 2, 3 people says my wife died. Now this is second wife because Venus placed in 2nd house. Because Venus is a female, your wife is 8 from 7th house, it is 8. So wife will go earlier, then you have to search either second wife, or if your age doesn't permit, then you have to always sacrifice the wife. In female horoscope, if Venus is placed in 2nd house, so I don't know whether I have to speak or not, but they have so many relations. So that
if other factors in the horoscope support.
Yeah, others.
And sometimes what happens is, sometimes you have young children in astrology, they watch all these videos, and then they get worried and scared and all that, but what they don't realize
they don't
that
know the other angle.
all the other factors need to support, and when we write a shloka, the Rishi has written a shloka is a single line, but the Rishi does not say that do not use the other things that I have taught in the horoscope, book. Anyway, what about the 12th thing, Venus?
12th thing, Venus. So your first crush, I believe it says crush.
First crush, first infatuation, yeah.
That will never
fructify.
Yeah.
It will break.
Yeah, it will break because she will turn your enemy. 6. Okay. She will turn to the enemy. So nowadays you have to search, many of them have Venus in 12th. And what happens when you think about some pleasure and opposite person are not giving, what you will do? You have two choices, either to leave the person or just enjoy and throw the person. The best combination with Venus is Mars.
Yeah.
Mangal, Mars and Venus. See, Venus, as per the Ayurveda, it is called ghee. Ghee, what you say in English, ghee. And Mars is a fire. So whenever they both are together, it is called Akarshan Yoga. In Jatak Parijata, it is said Akarshan Yoga. So what Akarshan says, that you always incline to the material and pleasure. Mars is material and this. So Shukra Mangal Sada Yuva Asabal. It is always been young. Even though your aging is so much, but you will always feel young. So Shukra Mangal, it is also that same technique I am going to teach in the marriage. okay, how to see loyalty and how to see attraction between two parties. Sometimes what happens, the marriage collapse, but they after divorce also they have a physical relation. That is Shukra Mangal. That is Venus and Mars. So Venus, Mars is called desire, and we'll talk sometime about Mars because Mars is also one of my target. So Mars is a desire and Venus is a pleasure. When somebody desire and you give pleasure, or when you are seeking pleasure, somebody is desiring it. So that combination is very good. Venus Mars, although it is not good for seventh house, but for rest all the things you always have. See, Venus is a you can say is a juice, is a life supporting things. See, in the palm, people say this is a Venus. You just press it. This is your life force. And why always the Venus has a grill? See, while you are making a juice, you always have to make this grill to pour the real juice, and you throw the crux. So this is a grill. If this grill will not be there, juice will come out with the pulp. So pulp will reduce and you will only get the pure life power. So that is Venus. And whenever there's a this line lifeline breaks somewhere, that juice will fall. You will lose the charming of your life. It is not death. It is not death. Sometime for the periodical life, the period which indicate up to that period you lose the charming or the attraction from the life. Either you will be bad written or some very near person will die, so you lose the hope from the life. So that is a Venus. So Venus is a life. Now this is a right season for Venus.
Yeah.
Shishir.
Shishir. Okay.
Shishir. This is a season whereby your body also start creating new juice, and it will throw out all the old things. See, skin, people are losing skin because this all transformation happens because of the Venus. So this is as per the Hindus, Shishir and Hemant. These two ritus are there to increase your immunity, and to increase the juice from your life. That is why people are consuming all the amla and this all khatta, this orange and this in this season, because this all are Venus. So you increase your immunity by Venus, as I say, it's a Sanjeevani. So that is Venus.
Thank you so much, Dharmesh Bhai. Thank you for this great lecture on Venus.
Yeah.
And friends, we will come back next with another session on another planet. In the meanwhile, if you guys are interested to attend Dharmesh ji's workshop on marriage, it is 12th December, Bombay. Thank you so much.